And our pitcher in this game, Max Fried. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
J.P. Crawford, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. The 1-0. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the plate, it's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In there, and it's 0-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. Two outs, base is empty. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Raleigh, in his 4th year, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's usually a catcher. Today, he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. 2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, he gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Late on that fastball.
1-2, count.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back in the Bronx and taking the ball for Seattle. George Kirby. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Paul Goldschmidt leading things off and takes a strike. Now the 0-1. And that one pulled foul. Foul ball, still 0-2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Just
no, that's
missed.
Outside. Ball.
One out, bases empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Man at first, and next for New York, Aaron Judge. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Man at first, 1 away.
Let's go, Aaron.
And that
No,
misses.
That's the ball.
And now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Right through there for a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out. And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Grisham, the base runner at first with 1 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground, 2 ball. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Tough play on a nice forehand stop. Had to be perfect right there with the exchange and throw to get the out, but looked like he had to dig into the glove a little bit more to get a good grip. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Fastball is outside. Two on, 1 out. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2 is the count.
1 out. Runners at first and second.
Two and two.
This one in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. In the dirt. The tag at third, and he's out. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And here comes Bellinger. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Scoreless after 1. Back in New York, top of the second, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Randy Arozarena, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Volpe. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Two down, base is empty. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 7, the catcher, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. Now snap throw to first.
No,
Raley back in on a dive.
Come on, Yankees.
Right through there for a strike. That one misses.
Ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. Raley leads off first with 2 down to the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And now the lefty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 1 left for Seattle. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony
Volpe.
Kirby back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. That to right. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes As a hitter, when you're
Mlb
down in the count, you're so
Envivo.
focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Raley hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. In for a strike, 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Dominic Canzone. Max Fried will go to work. Clips the outside corner. That's strike 1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now pitching for the
Will
Yankees,
Warren is forced to the mound
Number
after the
98.
injury.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So up next, Miles Mastroboni. That clips the zone. 0-1. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mariners' leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. First pitch misses. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one's carrying. It's a bomb. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one not close. Ball 1. And another ball. Warren, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
The batter, the designated
In now
hitter,
is the Mariners
Cal
DH, Cal
Raleigh.
Raleigh. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's...
Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. He made him pay for that one. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So 2 away with nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Hard hit right side. Over to Goldie. And that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
3rd, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza.
That's a ball.
More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball really second to none, and you come here to this yard and it's all on display.
They've done well to win. They've done well to produce great players, great leaders. This is a city that expects nothing less than the very best in terms of they expect to see champions, and that's what they've gotten for the most part.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's down and in.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Chop to the left side. Mastroboni gets it to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
2 outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball one. Swings through that one.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Got him. And the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. Still down 3-0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Saying 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And now 2-2.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. A single his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Garver.
Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Garver in his 8th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2013. Swing and a ball popped up. LeMahieu has this one sized up. They got it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 8, Dominic Canzone.
And up next for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Caught looking his first time up. That's in for a strike. Raley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missed.
Ball. 1-1.
Next offering upstairs. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Not what he wanted to do right there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
First and second, 2 outs. And stepping in for the Mariners, Miles Mastrobuoni. And there's the strike. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Out towards right center field. Judge sizes this one up. Nabs it. And that is that. Mariners leave a couple, but they lead at 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, here is Aaron Judge.
The right
He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging, too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. That one fouled off. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing across here this half. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Mariners 3 and the Yankees 0. Tim Hill gets the call from the pen.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. J.P. Crawford digs in now. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. And there's a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Teased the zone with that fastball a little bit up, fouled it off. Expect him to go a little bit higher with this next one.
That one missing inside.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Up next for the Titans, the designated hitter, Cal.
2 down, base is empty. Cal Raleigh will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. 3rd out. Mariners are down in order, but they lead at 3-0. Back now in the Bronx.
Leading off
John
for
Shelby
the
with my
Yankees,
buddy Chris
the
Singleton and
shortstop,
set to get us
Anthony
started. Bottom 5. Anthony Volpe.
All right, Yankees. You can do it, Yanks.
Kirby back to work. The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Just missed.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And that one hit to first. Raley takes it to the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired
now
in the
batting,
5th.
second baseman,
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. First time up was a pop out. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Raley takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Austin Wells struck out swinging his first time. Fastball is outside.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 outs, base is empty. Tap foul at the plate.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And it remains 2-2.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Yanks held in check. They trail in this one 3-0. All set for the top of the 6th. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco.
Come on, New York.
There's a strike.
Here we go, Yanks.
That's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
3-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have
left
gone either way in that
Randy
spot around the knees.
Arozarena.
So digging in, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 2 in this one.
Let's go, New York.
That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Polanco gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So up next, Luke Raley. He's 2 for 2. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Base knock center field. Polanco around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Clearly seeing the ball
Now
very
back.
well in this
Second,
one. I could
Mitch
watch base hits like that one
Garver.
all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Mitch Garver getting ready to hit. Out to short. Volpe throws to first in time. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, right fielder Dominic Canzone.
And now for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. He is struck out and he is walked. Outside
That's a
low,
ball.
and that's ball 1. Rips that one center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and that'll do it. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 4 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 6th.
Leading
down
off
to third
for the
baseman
Yankees,
Oswald
the third
Peraza.
baseman Oswald Peraza.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that is
that's
downstairs. Now 1-2. And that's
That's a
outside.
2-2.
Next offering
Full count.
upstairs.
expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Canzone makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez on the move to the gap. 2 away now.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put
Now
it into
batting,
his
the center
highest
fielder,
gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And that is out of play. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. The Yanks down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Down in order go the Yankees. They trail it here 4-0.
Now pitching for
They hand the
New
ball
York
over to a new
Yankees,
arm, Devin Williams.
number 38.
He's having a ton of success
Yeah,
facing
man.
left-handed hitters this season. So
Williams.
this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And stepping in for the
Leading off
Mariners,
Seattle,
Miles
the third baseman,
Mastrobuoni.
Miles Mastrobuoni.
And the first
Nope,
pitch
that's
misses for ball 1.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Williams in his 6th season, 30
No
years
ball, 1
old
strike.
now, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2013.
One and one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. It gets down, a base hit.
The center fielder. number
One gone,
44,
runner at first.
Julio
Now the number 2 hitter,
Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Crawford leads off first with 1 away. swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back-to-back base hits. Recognized
Now
the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
2 on, 1 out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. And that one fouled off. First and third, 1 down. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Judge going back on it. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly. It's 5-0.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Jorge Polanco.
Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man at second. In the air, left side. Bellinger under it. And makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 7th inning stretch time. It's the M's 5 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Check swing, and he went. Now 2 balls and a strike. Judge takes a strike. Swings and misses. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
The Mariners leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. George Kirby done for the night. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
Ryan Wu gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Bellinger up to hit. His home and away splits there. Check swing, and that's a ball.
1-0.
That one a little bit high, and the count now 2-0. There's a strike.
2-1.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And that's outside.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Throw stops the lead runner at second.
Now
2
batting,
on
the
and 2
second
out.
baseman.
Everything
DJ.
came together for him. That pretty much split the zone
Mlb.
down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Right through there for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Yanks strand a pair. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
71.
Ian Hamilton.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You
Hamilton.
usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
So digging in,
Leading off
Randy
for the Mariners, the
Arozarena.
left fielder,
0 for 3 in
Randy
this one.
Arozarena.
There's a strike.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. So a man aboard, Luke Raley, up next for the Mariners. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. There's a strike.
0-1.
Arozarena gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a swing and a miss there.
Good late
0-2.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And ball 1. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Here's the catcher,
Now batting,
Mitch Garver.
Catcher, Mitch Garver.
Headed towards the corner. Judge cutting across.
Foul
Won't get to this one. It drops foul. In the dirt, blocked. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's 2 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
And up next for Seattle, Dominic Canzone. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But
there's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Arozarena flies around third. The relay to the plate, safe. It's 6-0.
Well done, drives in the run. Nice line drive and pull side,
Miles
met it out front, but just stayed
Mastrobuoni.
through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Miles Mastrobuoni up next for the Mariners. First offering and it just misses. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They limit the damage here. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Yankees nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, when you played, how much of a fashionista were you? Would you come to the ballpark dressed to the nines?
No, I wouldn't. Even on the...
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Oswald Peraza, the next to hit. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck, too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
2 strikes.
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. Now 1-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Inside, just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Cut on on and missed, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Goldie, the next to hit, takes outside. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field, down the line. A Rosarena on his horse. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 1 down, base is empty. Swinging a foul straight back. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The center fielder, number
2 down,
12.
base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. There's a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jeff Hartlieb.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So back to the top of the order. J.P. Crawford now at the plate.
Crawford.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one wrapped foul. On the ground, right side. To first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. Movement in the Yankees pen. Jonathan Loaisiga appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. And that's fouled off. On the ground to third. Peraza fires over to first. Rodriguez out on the play. Two outs, base is empty. In now is the Mariners DH, Cal Raleigh. He's one of the best players in the game. And there's a foul ball. Check swing, called strike.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 3 up, 3 down for him there. High to the order. 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners 6 and the Yankees 1. Back here in New York, here comes Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
There's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And Judge spoils that one.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
A sliding stop at short. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent.
Now
The arm strength
the
was there. And of
designated
course,
hitter,
the most
Giancarlo
important part was getting the out.
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Right through there for a strike. Now 1-1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Slider clips the zone.
Wow, just a beautiful
No ball,
backdoor
1 strike.
slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch.
That one ripped left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that one is lifted in the air. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Bellinger is in to score. Tag, but he's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.